Hey guys, Truth Today, welcome to another video. Now today guys, we're going to be taking a look a little bit late, just a couple weeks, just like a month late, at my favorite games from E3 2016. Now, I did watch some of the live stream. I didn't watch the complete live stream, so I kind of looked at the games more post-after, just because my ADHD, I can't watch a live stream, just watch it, just watch the E3 event by itself from home. Just not my cup of tea. So yeah, I watched it while I was playing video games, so I kind of missed a couple of things, but these are some of the games that really stood out to me, and I'm just really excited for them. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Now, this list is in no particular order. These are all going to be amazing games. Honestly, majority of the games announced at E3, I think are going to be amazing, whether or not I think I'm going to personally play them. They're all basically pretty good games if they're your cup of tea. It just depends on what kind of games you're into, so keep that in mind. So yeah guys, let's jump right into it. No particular order, and this is just all my opinion, obviously, so let's do this. Now, starting the list off, we all knew it was here, so that's why I'm putting it first on there, because I don't want to have this as my #1 spot or whatever, just because I know everybody's going to know that this is going to be on here. Battlefield 1. I'm really hyped for this game, just simply because I've been actually talking about it in a couple videos. I've been really wanting a World War II, World War I video game, and we just haven't received it, right? And we finally get it. We've been asking for it for like 3 years. We finally get an old school, tactical Battlefield 1, Battlefield 1, World War I, World War II game, and I'm just really excited for this. Now, I am disappointed about some aspects of the game, simply because they cut a couple of corners just to make the gameplay more interesting. There's the fact that they're using a lot of games that were either in prototype, they were barely used during the end of the war, or they just, they just existed during the time of the war. They weren't actually even used during the war, and because of that, it's just really disappointing to see a lot of these automatic weapons that weren't used in actual World War I, and were really just prototypes or really used sparingly, and there's not a lot of bolt action rifles, which is what you would actually see in a World War II environment. But at the same time as that, I really do understand why they had to go this way, just to improve the gameplay aspect. I think it's going to be a lot more fun playing with these automatic weapons rather than playing with bolt action weapons, even though I feel like using bolt action weapons would require a lot more skill compared to automatic weapons, just my opinion. But this is a company, after all, they're trying to make money, so you got to keep that in mind. So yeah, it just sucks, honestly. I really think they should have went with a World War II theme, and they would have used a lot of the same guns at that point too, because some of the guns that were in development at that point were really massively used in World War II, and that's how it really worked. I think they should have gone with a World War II approach. That's just my personal opinion. And in fact, I'm pretty sure that World War II is just a more popular war in terms of games. Just my opinion. I don't know. I think that would be a more fun game to play. But maybe that's just me, the more technology. But, maybe in the next game, maybe the next Battlefield's going to be like that. But I'm really excited to play the game no matter what. Really hyped for it. And hopefully you guys are too. So next up is a game that is a little bit, I'm not sure if I'm going to get. I'm not sure if I will get. I'm probably going to get it. It looks pretty awesome. And that is the new Spider-Man game. Now, I am a huge Spider-Man fan. Not like a huge Spider-Man. I made that sound like I got like Spider-Man fucking wallpaper and shit. No, Spider-Man's probably my favorite hero if I had to choose one, right? After like both the DC or Marvel universes, I'd probably choose Spider-Man as my favorite. Maybe because he's just the most relatable, being a teenager and I'm being a teenager and all. Maybe he's just the most relatable that way, and that's why I think. And maybe I like his clever quotes and all. I don't know. Maybe that's maybe why. But either way, he's probably my favorite superhero of all time, So with that being said, I'm really excited to see what they can do with this gameplay. Maybe even integrate the Oculus Rift, the Vive, and their motion controllers for each one of those pieces of technology. I think that'd be really cool for a Spider-Man game. And sadly, for the PlayStation 3 generation, when they release the games of Spider-Man for that console, I was sadly too young to really play those games. I was my hands were too small to control the controller. But I saw the game. I vaguely remember it, and what that means is that from what I remember, this game is hopefully going to be great. The graphics look amazing, and I'm really excited to see what this game has to offer. Now, next up is a game that, out of this list, if I had to number them, this would probably be my number one. This is probably my most excited game for this year. This is the game that I'm gonna get on release, get the season pass. I'm gonna get this no matter fucking what. This is my number one, you know? If I had to choose one game to get for the entire year, this would definitely be the game, and that is Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. Now, I am a huge Mountain Blade fan. You know, I've only played a couple hundred hours. No, guys, but Mountain Blade is probably one of my favorite games of all time, along with the Total War franchise, just because of the fact that they have this unique gameplay, such as, like, similar to Total War, where you have this massive real-time strategy, but they give you the ability to interact with the combat. You be a character. You are the general, which is pretty epic, and it's really emerging, and hopefully this is going to work very well with Vive and Oculus Rift and all, and I'm really excited to see what they have to offer with that. I feel like that'd be amazing. I can see myself running around on horseback, swinging with the motion controllers, chopping off some dude's head. The graphics look amazing. We finally have the ability to storm a castle from multiple different directions, so it's not two different funnels of death. You know, like, you really, defending a castle was so easy because you just put two different, like, groups of men there. You put your, like, I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic, but either way, I'm really hyped for this game. They're adding so many new features, and I'm really hoping that this is going to be a great game, especially because of the amazing graphics that look like going to be coming with this game, because of the fact that, you know, it's an indie game. Well, originally it was an indie game. I guess it's not really an indie game anymore, but the original Mountain Blade was an indie game, and then the second game, I don't actually remember, Fire or something, I don't remember what the second game was, but that involved a lot of guns, so you could die at any second, basically. It was like a lineup and you shoot them kind of thing, so you basically died a shit ton way too easily. But with this game, I'm really excited to see what they can do with this game, and I'm hyped to see what this is. So this is actually going before the original Mountain Blade in the same universe. Super hyped for it, and it's going to be a lot of fun to play, and I'm really excited for the new recording system where you can record the entire game, and you can go back and you can, like, zoom around the game, move around the game, and record. And I really think that this is going to be great for a lot of cinematic trailers and all that kind of video stuff that I know a lot of people do. I'm not really into that because I just can't edit like that, but hopefully people are going to be able to make some really amazing videos with that. I'm sorry I've been droning on about Mountain Blade for way too long, but this is one of my favorite games of all time, and if you don't own the original Mountain Blade, I definitely recommend going and picking it up on the App Store, on the Steam store. You know, you get it on GTA. It's really cheap for what you get out of the game. I know it doesn't look great. If you look at the game, it doesn't look great, but when you have an army of 400 and you're attacking another army of 400 and you're just rushing them, it's all worth it. So the definitive version, in my opinion, is definitely Mountain Blade Warband with the DLC that is the Viking DLC. That's definitely the definitive version in my opinion. I know that actually wasn't developed by the original studio, but it's a really great version of the game. It's the newest version of the game. So yeah, definitely check it out if you have got any interest in Mountain Blade Bannerlord. Amazing game. There's a 20-minute gameplay extended version from E3. I'll have a link in the description, so make sure you guys go check it out because it's an amazing piece of gameplay, and it's so much fun to think about. I'll also have a link to a video that I saw that was reacting to that and talking about it. So it's actually the person that played the game, and they're talking about how the whole system's working, how it's working, how they're falling back to the keep, and all that kind of good stuff. It's just really interesting to me. And yeah, guys, so moving on to the next game. So God of War, just God of War. There's no numbers, it's just God of War. Now, in this game, God of War, we're gonna see our character is gonna be slightly older. He's got a son now, you know, we got a little boo-boo following us around everywhere. And not to mention, it's gonna be against the Norse gods, so, you know, you gotta beat up your like, 5th or 4th favorite Avenger. Thor, obviously, that's where I'm going with it. Everyone's not favorite Avenger, you're gonna beat him up. Yeah, so I'm really hyped to see this game. The gameplay from the God of War games, it's just amazing. I'm not a huge fan of the story. Just personally, I'm not a huge story kind of guy, but I really can appreciate the gameplay with this game, and I'm really excited to see especially what this brings. And yeah, so from the trailer we can see that we're hoping that it's going to be kind of more a switch between the Son and, you know, everyone's favorite God of War. And sorry, guys, I don't know the actual names of the characters. I'm sorry, I probably should have actually done that before I started the video. Curio, I can't say the names. Like Curio, it starts with a K. I know. I'm pretty sure it starts with a K. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry, can't pronounce it. But yeah, guys, definitely go check out God of War. The gameplay looks amazing, so definitely go check it out. Now, the next game and the final game on this list is, of course, Mass Effect 4 Andromeda. And now, if you guys don't know what Andromeda is, by the way, I'm just pointing this out. Andromeda is actually the closest galaxy to the Milky Way galaxy. I'm just pointing that out. So that's why they're calling it Andromeda. So I'm really excited for this Andromeda game. We're getting a new protagonist. I'm not sure. I'm thinking that's actually a female. If the trailer is correct, we think that that's what it is. The girl that's in the trailer, we think that's our protagonist. But I'm really hyped to play this game. I'm not crazy about the story. The story I think is interesting, obviously, and I definitely keep it along with it. But at the same time, you know, it's okay. You know, I'm not a huge story kind of guy. But the gameplay for the Mass Effect games, I love them. I love the role-playing games. I love the choices. That's just my opinion. I love being able to control where I go. That's definitely shown by my choice in Mount and Blade, with your commanding your whole army, building a kingdom, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, hopefully we'll see a great game in Mass Effect 4 Andromeda. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And hopefully I won't post it a month late. Bye.